The transfer market is always a busy time, but people focus on who they're buying rather than selling, which is a bit daft to be fair. You need the money from selling to do more buying. This is one player from every Premier League club that just needs to be sold. That includes everything from the worst player at the club to a very good player that they can just get a lot of money for. Starting off at Arsenal, I've gone Folarin Balogun. First name and I nearly get it wrong. Good job. He's spent a long time at the club and it doesn't look like he's going to break through. He'll want minutes and he's very valuable. Next up is Villa. There's going to be some shouts for Coutinho, but honestly I think Luca Digne has been less impressive somehow. Might be able to get some value from him, but who knows. On to Bournemouth, bit less exciting, it's just Mark Travers. Backup goalkeeper behind Neto, who's their captain, not worth staying really. Brentford now, this one could be controversial. I think Ivan Toney is the best player for them to sell. He's got a lot of value, he can't play for 8 months, and there's going to be a big club willing to pay that. They can reinvest it better because it's Brentford. I don't see a loss here. Next up, a move that is almost certain, Moise Caicedo and Brighton separating. He could be worth £100 million to them. It's inevitable. Liverpool and Chelsea are interested. He's very good, but he's worth a hell of a lot of money. Recently promoted Burnley now, and it's probably bye-bye Charlie Taylor. He didn't play that much last season in the Championship because of Ian Maatson. They might try and get him back, but I think Charlie Taylor is due a move back to the second division. Maybe Leeds? Chelsea was quite hard to pick because they have mountains of deadwood to get rid of. But I've gone for Callum Hudson-Odoi. He's got a lot of potential and was just next level when he burst onto the scene. But he's not really showed that for a while, and his loans have been good, but not good enough for Chelsea. Crystal Palace, Jordan Ayew. He was just really disappointing last season, I don't need to say that much. Everton's a weird one. I've gone with Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Now, a lot of people really value Calvert-Lewin because he's a good finisher and there's a good striker in there, but the good striker is always injured. I feel like Everton can probably get some good money out of him and do a rare thing of invest well rather than spend their money on crap. Fulham now, and I've gone Ivan Cavallero. He spent a good chunk of last season out on loan, and I don't think he's good enough for the first 11, and for a team like Fulham who are looking to build up and up and up, probably just get rid. Liverpool, maybe controversial, it's got to be Henderson. It's never a good idea when your captain wants to force a move to another club, but he can't then come back if they can't build up a fee. He needs to go now because I feel like he's going to burn those bridges. Luton Town. I had no idea. I checked some Luton forums. I generally got a Freeman vibe, so sorry Freeman. Don't give me that look, I know you had no idea either. Next up, Manchester City. I'm considering João Cancelo was basically gone, so I've gone with Kyle Walker. He's forcing an agreement with Bayern Munich at the moment. City can work fine without him. It sort of adds up if he wants to keep playing football. For Manchester United, I've picked out Jadon Sancho. He was a massive transfer fee and he's done very little with it. There's a lot of talent coming through the academy at the moment, and I don't see what he has to offer that's better than that. Might be harsh, but I don't think he's good enough. Newcastle now, and it's quite tricky because it's still a club that's building, so you've got to pick a player that was there before the takeover, ideally. I'm saying Carl Darlow. He can get a lot of first-team action in the Championship again. Leeds, maybe? But yeah, there's no point sitting there as a fourth-choice goalkeeper. Nottingham Forest now, and it's really hard to decide because I've got about 1,000 players. Serge Aurier, I guess? What I did see of Aurier wasn't super impressive, so yeah, him. Sheffield United now, and I want to say Ryan Brewster. He's always had a lot of potential and he's been hyped up as a potential wonder kid and he's not really shown it. I think Sheffield United need better if they want to survive the Premier League. Spurs fans are going to hate me. Harry Kane needs to go. You can get tens and tens of millions of pounds now, or you can lose him on a free next year when he's already sad and not on form. It's common sense. Sell him, get a lot of money, why not? West Ham United now, I'm going to say Gianluca Scamacca. He just seems like he hates it there. And finally, it's Wolves. I don't think Fabio Silva has lived up to the sheer fee that they paid for him. I know he's young, but get money for him while you can. That's who I think every Premier League club needs to sell. Shout at me in the comments, subscribe if you like, and like the video. See you later.